Hello traders, welcome to the MyForexFunds YouTube channel. MyForexFunds is a prop firm which is looking for successful traders. It assists traders and it helps them grow so that we can grow together. Today in this video, we will be hosting one of our funded trader, Kendell, to talk about his trading journey and his experiences with us as a funded trader. Hello Kendell, how are you?
Hi, I'm okay, and you?
Thank you very much. I'm also good. I'm on behalf of MyForexFunds. I would like to thank you for accepting our request to interview with us to
Oh, of
talk about your
course,
trading journey and your experiences with us. It means a lot.
of course.
Thank you. So today we will be talking about your trading journey and your experiences with us, as I said before. But first of all, we would like to know you. So can you introduce yourself to us?
Of course. So my name is Kendall Friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently 21, so I'm in university right now, but I'm on a leave of absence. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that's basically it.
Perfect. So do you have any hobbies? What do you do apart from trading?
So, recently I was a Starbucks barista in addition to being a Forex trader, but
Mm-hmm.
I did quit Starbucks. So I quit Starbucks like July 10th. And then on top of that, I do other things like I play the cello. I like to go out and travel. So I really like to
Mm-hmm.
travel a lot, go out and eat with
Perfect.
my friends, party,
Mm-hmm.
hobby. I do it all.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Perfect. And you're at a very young age right now. So how long have you been trading?
So I've been trading specifically Forex ever since May or June 2021.
Oh,
So
it
I
has
am
been
pretty
1 year.
Yeah, it's been pretty recent, but I've traded
Mm-hmm.
like other financial instruments like
Mm-hmm.
stocks, options, bonds in 2020, like ever since 2020.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect. So how did you learn to trade?
So the way that I learned to trade was I mainly just jumped into it. Like I bought a few Forex books, so I bought Jim Brown's like introductory books. So I learned
Mm-hmm.
about MT4 off of YouTube, and then I eventually discovered MT5. Part of my journey was also like watching other YouTubers. So I watched other YouTubers, saw their trading strategies. I also
Mm-hmm.
joined two Forex communities. So I'm a part of Photon Trading and I'm also part of Guerrilla Trading.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of took those methods and I kind of turned them into my own. And then
Mm-hmm.
eventually, like the losses were pure hell, but I want to say like by late December 2021 to early January 2022, I was like set. I was basically profitable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect, perfect. So are you also reading economic news?
I'm
Because
sorry.
are you also reading economic news before trading Forex?
Oh yeah, like I definitely utilize a lot of fundamental news.
Mm-hmm.
So like I look at CPI data, I read the CFTC commitment of traders reports.
Mm-hmm.
Inflation and employment also have a really big effect on currency. So I really
Mm-hmm.
use all of these macroeconomic factors and take those and put them into my trading. Also, like risk on, risk off environment
Mm-hmm.
in the
Mm-hmm.
market in general.
Yeah, they're really important, right? Because you need to
Mhm.
know what is happening in the world or what may happen in the world before trading or while trading. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So how many hours do you trade in a day?
So really depends, like, it really depends on if I'm like tired or not. So I
Mm-hmm.
wake up at about 2:45 a.m. and I start trading at 3 a.m. So I trade London market open. That's my
Mm-hmm.
favorite market. But my trading can range anywhere from 2 hours to 8 full hours. So I might be up from 3 to 5 in the morning, and then I'll say, okay, the session was good enough, so I'm done for the day. Or
Mm-hmm.
I might continue trading. So, like, there might be news at 5. I might have to pay attention and then wait like an hour to make a move. I'll also trade NY open too. So maybe I'll like put in some trades at 3, close them out at 5, and then I might go back and trade again at
Mm-hmm.
NY.
Mm-hmm. So you like trading in London session?
Yeah.
Uh, Most of the traders I interviewed so far prefer to trade, especially in London session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really like that one time in the middle that's like it's first of all the longest session and the fact that it
Mm-hmm.
overlaps in NY. It just has the most volatility. It's just the best session.
Yeah, yeah. They also say so. So is trading your full-time job or an extra money source for you?
Yeah, so trading used to be like my side job because I wasn't really funded until recently. So,
Mm-hmm.
or I had a funded account, but I lost it. And then I got funded again, and then I
Mm-hmm.
lost it again, but it's okay. So now, like, I am funded with a few other firms as well,
Mm-hmm.
but again, like, that was really recent. Like, when I got my first payout with my Forex funds, that was my first funded account. So then I took that and I invested into other accounts.
Yeah,
So,
perfect.
yeah, so now trading is my full-time job. But before I was a full-time shift supervisor at Starbucks in the US.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
It seems like a cool job. I always like to be surrounded by the smell of coffee, so you
Oh,
were
yeah,
lucky. Yeah.
it is a really good job, but sometimes the company's going through some issues right now.
Yeah, yeah. So, do you have any plans in future? Would you like to have more funded accounts?
Mhm. So yeah, I definitely right now because I don't have the sufficient capital for
Mm-hmm.
myself to have
Mm-hmm.
the ability to trade my own money. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I am right now investing in other funded accounts to be able to build my capital up to a point where I'm self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope you get what you want.
Thank you so much.
So, how did you know about my Forex funds? What or who brought you here?
So the YouTuber who really brought me here was Kimmel Trading. His name is Raphael
Mm-hmm.
Kimmel. So he is a full-time MyForexFunds trader. His like YouTube channel is all about MyForexFunds. And then he also was the one who took me into like the trading group, or he didn't take me into the trading groups. I never talked to him, but he was really influential. I watched all of his
Mm-hmm.
videos, but he was the one who really like guided me into like the trading community, learning about my Forex funds, and then I gave it a chance and I really did enjoy it.
Perfect, perfect. So, can you tell us a bit about your experience in trading with us?
So I would say like the experience for my Forex funds, it's like kind of like Walmart and Target. There's really no difference. It's
Mm-hmm.
really like all prop firms are the same. Like they all basically offer the same things. But
Mm-hmm.
my Forex funds does have like that one little leg up where okay, you don't have to make 10%, you can make 8%. Like that's a really good benefit because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people see like the 10% and then they're like, oh, that's kind of a lot. So the 8% really does attract more people.
Mm-hmm.
And also, the spreads I feel are pretty standard. A lot of people argue about the spreads, but I feel like the standards are pretty standard. Like I've traded with other firms and like the spreads for my Forex funds, especially during like London session or news, like it's pretty standard. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They may increase due to low liquidity in the market, especially
mhm.
during a New York rollover. But as you said, they may be standard at most of
Yeah.
the times. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now let's talk a bit about your accounts in my Forex funds.
Okay.
You know that we offer three different programs in my Forex funds. So which one is your favorite and why?
So my favorite was the evaluation. And like it's
Mm-hmm.
the only one I had because the rapid and the accelerated, I felt like they were really good options. But in terms of the type of trader that I am, I really like to be a person who waits. Like I
Mm-hmm.
do think temperament is a really big value. Like that's my biggest value. So
Mm-hmm.
having the temperament to wait, like complete the challenge, wait the minimum days, get back
Mm-hmm.
in, like that model, and the fact that it also gives the most profit, like that
Definitely.
model for me was the best.
Yeah, yeah. It gives up to 85% profits. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So thank you. So would you like to share your dashboard where we can see your account sizes?
Of
Okay.
course.
First of all, maybe we can see your account sizes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sure. So, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I did.
No, that's okay.
Up here, I did lose the account, but it was a 200K account.
Mm-hmm. It was a 200K account. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So is it the only account you have?
So no, that's basically the reason why I lost it. So I have a few other accounts, but
Mm-hmm.
this is like the source account. So this is the account that copy, or like this is the account that sends the signal to all of the
Hmm.
other accounts. So I had a lot of issues with my trade copier. So the reason why I lost the account was because basically you can see like the equity goes up, but the
Mm-hmm.
trades wouldn't close. So like it really
I
is
see.
unfortunate, but it's okay. I have other funded accounts, so it's okay.
Yeah, perfect then.
So
A lot of trades.
yes, there are a lot of trades. Sorry. Let me see.
That's okay. So, which instruments do you prefer to trade?
So I really like to trade USD JPY.
Mm-hmm.
I like to trade the nine major currencies. So my
Mm-hmm.
trading strategy is based around trading the nine major currencies. So GBP, AUD, Euro USD, I don't really trade exotics or anything like that. And it's because they offer, again, the most volatility. So they are the bulk of like the $6 to $7 trillion
Mm-hmm.
volume of trading per day.
Mm-hmm. So you prefer Euro USD, GPY USD?
So yeah, well, mainly I prefer GBP USD over Euro USD. So Euro USD is really volatile. For
Mm-hmm.
me, sometimes it can be way too volatile. So I really prefer GBP USD because it's kind of like that middle one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I also like to use Euro USD as an indicator of the market as a whole because of its
Mm-hmm.
volatility against the US dollar. So if I see maybe Euro USD going down, I might see like all the major crosses going down at once. So AUD USD, GBP USD, but maybe just less intense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And do you have any specific strategy or do you try different strategies in your different accounts?
Oh yeah. So the main strategy I use is the guerrilla trading strategy.
Mm-hmm.
So it is, these are basically all the trades. You can also see like I take my losses. So like, there are a bunch of losses all in here. But the
Yeah.
main strategy I use is I take these two rays
Mm-hmm.
and I basically just map out a trend. And sometimes I don't need to use the rays, obviously, but the main thing is noticing a trend. So noticing, this downwards trend. Okay, it broke this low, so that's making lower lows, but high, or sorry, it's making lower lows, but
Mm-hmm.
lower highs as well. So, and then sometimes the trend reverses. So here it just went down for a very long time, but then it did reverse. We got this huge 4 hour impulse. So now the
Mm-hmm.
trend reverses, and you really just try to trade the pullback. So I mainly try to see, this is more recent, but I mainly try to see, okay, here would be
Mm-hmm.
a pullback or here would be an inside candle. So this next bar, someone might put in a trade. Like that's part of the strategy. So this next candle, they saw this pullback and this inside bar and it didn't break the high. So they might trade this pullback.
Mm-hmm.
Or similarly, people might look for an impulse. So it's not really here. Let's try GBP USD. So, okay, perfect. So people might look for this type of impulse. Again, like change in trend or a continuation of a trend. Here, GBP USD kind of consolidated for a couple of days, but it slowly went down. But this was a really big impulse that really shifted markets and it really shifted the market down. So, we saw here it had kind of a really intense pullback. Here I
Mm-hmm.
actually did place a trade too, but I closed it out. And then we saw price went all the way up here, but then we saw that it started dropping kind of around 5 really was the time. And then 8 and 9 really solidified it. And then by 3 o'clock, it just sold off like back at market open, like London market open, GBP USD, and all the other major currencies like just dropped. So the US dollar just strengthened.
Mm-hmm.
So that's mainly the strategy, like just trying to catch these continuations of a trend.
Mm-hmm.
So that method is mainly the method that I use, but I'll also
Mm-hmm.
look at volume. So you can see like there's times that are more volatile than others. So obviously the overlap between NY and London is going to give you the most volatility, so that's the best time to trade. But market open for London, that mainly does it for me. And then I
Mhm.
also use the stochastic RSI and the MACD Platinum, but I use those mainly as just confluences. So
Mhm.
if like they align with maybe a bias that I might have, so maybe I saw like I didn't even talk about the CFTC report, but I might see like the CFTC report, and I might
Mhm.
see like, okay, most institutional traders are long. Like for the most part, they're long. No one's really readjusting any position. So if mainly institutional traders are long, then I will also probably be long. And
Mhm.
it's similar to if they're short, then I will also be short. So
Mhm.
yeah. And then any shifts did you want to see this? Like, did you want to see the commitment of traders report?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. So this is really recent. So this is last week's. There's a CFTC report, or the CFTC commitment of traders report every week. So I use
Mhm.
the CME, so the Chicago Mercantile Exchange's commitment of traders report. And it shows basically all of the outstanding contracts that are in the market or
Mhm.
for that specific or for those specific financial instruments. So these are all of the ones for the CME, and it has anything from like agriculture to metals, but I mainly obviously again look at the nine major currencies. I say nine because I trade an extra one, but I mainly look at the nine major currencies. So CAD, and then
Mhm.
I'll look mainly for commercial traders. I want to really see what commercial traders are doing. So here we could see for last week, the week ended off with 71,594 long positions, whereas there were 92,908 short
Mhm.
positions. So that means that for the most part, people were long on the US dollar. And similarly, we can see this mainly for any currency too.
Mhm.
So British pound, commercial, again, commercial. So most people were long for the British pound, but it wasn't always like that. So for a short period, it was mainly like retail traders who took over the trend of the British pound and like started selling it off. But for the most part, like people or banks, like big money, so whales in the market and hedge funders, they're mainly going long on like GBP, euro. It's like a trend all around.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
like, and similarly, we can see on the yen as well.
Yeah.
So long positions. It wasn't like this either. So a lot of people were actually short on the yen, but the trend reversed. And when the trend reversed, I really caught it. So when that trend reversed, like when people started buying the yen again, I got in on that. So we could see like the positions are 170,000, but a few weeks ago, like the outstanding long positions for commercial traders was about, I think, 130, like 132,
Mhm.
something like that. So yeah, and I use all of this like fundamental data, especially the news as well. So CPI reports when Britain came out with that historical inflation report of I think it
Mhm.
was like 12%. I think it was like 12 point something percent. That was the day like I sold the pound the entire day. So that was a really big opportunity. And I made 10K off of that one trade. So
Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much for sharing those with us.
of course.
Yeah, thank you. And at the beginning of the interview, you also said that you had a funded account and you lost it, and then you had a
Hmm.
funded account again, you lost it. So I really
Yes.
wonder, did you have you ever had maybe the impactful loss, and then you decided to change your strategy?
Oh my God, yes. So, the most impactful loss was really when I traded interest rates. Like I feel like every trader has a a story about trading interest rates some way or another. So I traded the British pound interest rate, and that wasn't on my funded account. That was on a challenge account, but like that was a new challenge account. And then I placed the trade 20 pip stop loss and all.
Ah.
Like I had my stop loss literally at 6:59 a.m. Then 7 a.m. came, and then I don't know, I guess someone in the Bank of England voted
Mhm.
no. Like, I guess they voted no. And then the world went into chaos. Like, I was really confused. But long story short, the story was that people saw that as the British economy was a little shaky. So people wanted really like an asset that was safe for them. So people flocked to the US dollar. So the US dollar gained like a whole, I want to say like 1,000, I think 2,000 pips. So yeah, I lost about 10K. No, it was 20K in
Hmm.
10 seconds
Oh my
and
God.
blew the entire account. Yes, it was so bad. So then
Yeah.
that was my lesson to never trade interest rates. I closed out all of my trades before interest rate decisions or
And then
big
did
news in general.
and then did you change your strategy or did you
So,
apply?
uh, I guess like in terms of the strategy, yeah, I did more so like adopt a more conservative trading strategy.
Yeah.
So again, like staying out of these big news events, I do still use news because it is fundamental information, but I don't trade news events like I used to. I don't anymore. I just trade this following the trend, like
Mm-hmm.
waiting for these impulses, waiting for these change of movements. I stick with what I'm safe with.
Yeah, yeah. And every successful trader that I've interviewed so far actually has the same story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I maybe in the positive side, it might be the key of success, let's say so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It's really a lesson that everyone goes through. Like everyone has that like everyone has that story of risking too much or like being making a really stupid decision in trading, like no stop loss or something like that. Everyone has that story.
Yeah, yeah. It might be a key of the success, let's say so.
Yeah.
So speaking of success, what makes a trader successful? What do you think?
So I think the most like what really makes a trader successful at the end of the day is okay, so like I guess like I'll start like with 95% of us fail, right? Like 90% to 95% of Forex traders fail.
Mm-hmm.
So the difference between that 95% that fail and like the 5% that don't fail is really, again, the idea of temperament. Like you just have to continue. You have to really devote yourself to this type of lifestyle. Like Forex trading really is to me a lifestyle. It takes
Mm-hmm.
so much discipline to wake up at 3 in the morning every single day. Like I'm in the United States, I'm on like the west coast of Earth. I'm on the east coast of the United States, so it takes a lot to like wake up at 3 in the morning and then wait
Mm-hmm.
till 11 or 11 a.m. in the morning. Like
Mm-hmm.
that takes a lot of discipline. So that being able to continue, being able to, go through the loss, it's a really big emotional roller coaster. It's a really big psychological lesson. You're gonna have weeks, like maybe even months, where you go through a loss.
Yeah.
But it really is having that mindset, understanding that you can do it, understanding that there are people, out there. There are people like me, there are people like other funded traders who stay and who were able to get past that, and then their rewards outweighed their risks. Like you just have to keep going, like not turn back. And also really good risk management. Risk management is key.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a bit cliche, but I think it's so true that to gain something, you need to give something or
Yeah.
a lot of things. It can be your time, your effort, or your hard
Mhm.
work, but you need to be disciplined to get the expected outcomes at the end.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
literally nothing is risk-free. Like you have to have some type of risk.
Definitely, definitely. So I'll ask the question that everyone wonders. So can you tell us what is the biggest or the total payout you got from us so far?
So the total payout that I got was $60,227.68, which is
Ah,
literally a little bit over the average US salary.
definitely, definitely. It is a lot. Oh my God, that's
So
perfect.
yeah, so you guys can see and I can reload the page. Also, please cover
Mm-hmm.
up the personal info. But like, yeah, I received it to deal. I like moved the money, obviously. I moved it to Wise and I was able to move it to myself. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so it is real. Like Forex trading is real, guys. People do make money from it.
Yeah. Thank you very much for also showing your payout proof. So finally, what would you suggest to the new traders?
So what I would suggest to new traders is if you really don't have like, or if you're a new trader and you really don't know anything about trading, you really should, just jump right into it. Like get onto demo accounts, like get a demo account from Owanda or something like that, or even like any other firm, like any prop firm might have a demo account available. So get a demo account, order the materials, order some books. Naked Forex is a really good book that you can use. It's it basically teaches you how to trade without technicals, and it's also a psychological book. So it's really good for new traders to help deal with being in those periods of drawdown. In addition, I would say look up YouTube videos. YouTube videos for other funded traders are really good. In
Mm-hmm.
addition, you could also, I also recommend for new traders to figure out like all these technicals, like what all these technicals mean. Or not the technicals, sorry, not technicals, fundamentals, all these fundamentals mean. So CPI report, reading the CFTC report, you don't have to. It's more so, I use the CFTC report to more so get the long-term sentiment or the long-term market sentiment, but you could mainly use the CFTC report to figure out like where money is shifting. You could figure out like where, the general market direction is, and you could implement that into your trading as well, It's really, trading is really no set, okay, I learned this and then it's done. You really have to put in the time, back test, journal, like all of this time. You have to really just do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And also for the new traders, we should also say that they need to trade on their own, right?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you can't copy. Oh my gosh, you cannot copy trades, guys. Like stay away from Forex signals. Stay away from, I want to say, anyone who messages you on Instagram or Discord. You can join a Forex community. I actually recommend joining a Forex community just to get the
Mm-hmm.
basics of trading. So I'm a part of Gorilla. I'm part of Gorilla Trading. I'm a part of Photon Trading as well. So joining a Forex community, and they have hours of videos. Like they teach you literally the basics of trading.
Mm-hmm.
So, getting into those and having those as a really good foundation is really going to put you a step higher to be able to get, experience trading and like actually just be able to jump in more because you can't just open up TradingView and then know what's going on. It's really complicated, guys.
Yeah, yeah. Because we expect our traders to trade on their own as we would like to see their own ability to trade. Yeah. They
Yeah.
of course join a Forex community, but just for learning, not for signals or something else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this nice interview. I really enjoyed. I hope you also did so.
Of course.
Uh, yeah, it will be inspiring for many other traders. And on behalf of my Forex funds, I would like to thank you again for being a part of this interview.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you'll like it. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for this type of content and more. Also visit our website at myforexfunds.com. If you are one of our funded traders and would like to do an interview with us, please get in touch with our support team so that we can organize your interview too. Thank you again. Happy trading.